Hello students, welcome back to our channel That Passionate Desire. Today we'll be discussing on what is communication and basics of communication systems. Before moving into the lecture, I would suggest you to take proper notes. Maintain self notes. So self notes is something that you listen, you understand and make your notes. Okay, it's not that you copy from your neighbors or copy from your friends after class hours. It is very important to take your own self notes, which will be very helpful during your semester examinations or revising your subjects. Okay, not only that, I also suggest you to take a mini notes, that maintain some notepad or something where you copy formulas or important notes separately, so that it will be very useful while solving your problems or revising at the last minute. Okay, so this is one of the finest tips which will be helpful at the last minute study. So now let's move into the lecture. In electronics and communication engineering, one of the major and important subjects is communication systems, where this communication systems can be majorly classified into two communication systems. One is analog communication system and other is digital communication system. In our upcoming lectures, first we'll be dealing with analog communication systems. Analog communication systems you will be studying in the second year of your engineering, whereas digital communication in the upcoming semesters. First, we'll see what is meant by communication in basic terms. As we all know that communication is process of transferring information from one place to another place. Let's take a practical example of classroom, where teacher acts as an information source, students are the receivers or destination. So information from teacher has to reach the students, right? So teacher starts delivering the information. So the information from teacher will be moved or passed through the air. So air acts as a medium here. It moves and reaches the students. So students will be able to capture or listen to the information delivered by the teacher. So this is one of the communications, where communication can either be a one-way communication or two-way communication. So this is one of the practical examples of communication, right? So a person talking to someone, that is also a communication, right? So here teacher is not using any equipments, right? There is a small classroom where there is only 5 or 6 rows or 10 rows, where teacher is delivering information without any equipments, and all the students of the classroom are easily or clearly listening, clearly able to hear to the lectures of the teacher. Now let's take another example of communication system. Let's take an auditorium. We all know that auditorium is a bigger space. Now auditorium, we have a full audience. Now teacher wants to deliver some information. Now let's consider that teacher is not using any equipment. She is not using any equipment, or she is not using any communication system like mic or speaker, etc. She is just speaking, and people in the last row will not be able to hear teacher's voice, or they'll be hearing in a low voice, right? So it will not be clear. So in that case, in order to efficiently deliver the information from source to destination, we need different types of systems, right? So different types of systems will be using to efficiently deliver the information from source to destination. So such type of systems are known as communication systems. That is, the systems which are helpful to deliver the information efficiently from one place to other place are known as communication systems. Okay. Now let's see some of the basic block diagram of communication systems to deliver the information from source to destination. Okay. Now teacher wants to deliver some information to the entire audience. So from where does this information come from? It comes from some information source. Okay. In our example, let's consider teacher as an information source, and she is going to deliver some information to reach the entire audience in the auditorium. So information can be of three possible types. One is data, a picture, or voice signals, video signals. Data can be either a Word document, PDF document, Excel document, etc. And in our example, let's take an example of voice signal. So teacher is going to deliver some information over voice. Okay. So between the source and destination here, we are going to use some communication system so that full information is transmitted efficiently to reach the destination. So here the input is some voice signal. We need to convert to some form of energy to transmit that over a channel. Okay. So for that, a system is used known as a source transducer. So transducer is a device which converts one form of energy to the other form of energy. In our case, the voice signal is being converted to a electrical signal. And let's take an example of mic. Okay. So mic is one of the transducers which converts the voice signal to the electrical signal. Okay. Teacher speaks over a mic and mic acts as a transducer which converts the teacher's voice signal to the electrical signal. Another example of transducer is a camera. What happens? It captures the light waves and it converts it to the electrical signal. Okay. The signal which is created is really weak because it contains a low amplitude or low frequency. If teacher speaks in a low voice, okay, low voice, what happens? Will the audience at the last row able to hear? No, they will not be able to hear, right? So the signal which is created outside of the source transducer is really weak. So we need to strengthen those signals in order to transmit it to reach the destination. So for that a system will be used. That system is known as a transmitter. Okay. So the transmitter is a system which will make the weak signal to stronger so that it can be transmitted over a channel. In this case, these three blocks represents a transmitter section. Once the information from the input is converted to a stronger signal, it has to be transmitted over a channel. Now we got some strong signal from transmitter section, and that strong signal has to be passed over a channel. So we all know that channel is also called a medium. So channel can be either yeah, wired or wireless medium. For telephonic communication, it is going to be a wired communication, whereas for mobile communication, it's going to be a wireless communication. So channel is a medium through which signals are passed from one place to other place, right? So in the transmitter section, our input is being converted to electrical signal, and that signal which is created is a weak signal, and weak signal is being converted to a strong signal and it passes over a channel, right? So at the receiver, students has to receive it, right? So at the receiver section, we have three more blocks, that is receiver. What does this receiver do? So we are receiving the strong signal, right? Before that, what does this receiver do is it has to detect a particular signal. Once it has detected a particular signal, it has to convert that particular signal to a simple signal. What does it mean? It means at the transmitter section, we have converted the weak signal to a strong signal. Right? Now that strong signal at the receiver has to be simplified. Then only people at the destination will be able to hear. So receiver detects a particular signal and simplifies that signal, and that signal will be sent to the receiver transducer. Why again here transducer? as I said, the device which converts one form of energy to other form of energy is called a transducer. At the source, we have converted the voice signal to a electrical signal, right? So from transmitter, channel, receiver till the input of the receiver transducer, it's going to be a electrical form only, right? But what is the original form of the signal? It's not electrical signal, right? It cannot be directly sent to the destination. So this electrical signal again has to be converted to the original form. What is the original form here? Original form is a voice signal here. That is the input, right? So here receiver transducer is used to convert the electrical form to the original form of the signal. And that original form of the signal will be sent to the destination here or the audience. Okay, so some of the basic examples of receiver transducer or speakers. Okay, loudspeakers, right? So what does that loudspeaker do? Will convert the electrical form to the voice signals. So examples of source transducer are mic, where voice signal will be converted to the electrical form. At the receiver side, we'll have a loudspeaker which will convert electrical signal to the voice signals. Okay, this is a basic block diagram of communication system where we'll have transmitter section, channel and a receiver section. In the transmitter section, we'll have an information source, source transducer and a transmitter. And channel acts as a medium here. That can be either wired or wireless medium. At the receiver section, we have a receiver, receiver transducer and a destination. So we all know that information can be possibly of three types, that is data. This is a basic block diagram of a communication system. So till now we have seen how to transmit information from an information source to a destination. What are the blocks involved in between a source and a destination? Okay. So in upcoming lectures we will be seeing in detail of each of these blocks. Uh, like we'll have various modulation techniques, and we'll see its advantages, disadvantages of each modulation techniques, etc. So hope till now everyone is clear. So let's meet in the next session. Thank you.